Welcome back. In the last video, we learned how it after returning works. We saw that it's executed only when the target method completes successfully and returns a value. But what if the method throws an exception? How can we handle that inside an aspect? For example, what if you want to send a notification, write an error log, trigger an alert, or perform some custom action whenever a method fails? That's exactly where it after throwing comes in. In this video, we'll learn how it after throwing works, how to capture the exception, and how to use it inside your aspect. So, let's get started. Now, let's modify the process payment method. Instead of returning a value, I'll make it throw an exception. Alright, now let's replace it after returning with it after throwing. That's the only change we need to make. This is basically telling Spring, "Hey Spring, execute this advice only when the target method throws an exception." Just like at after returning, at after throwing also provides an attribute to capture data. But instead of capturing the return value, it captures the exception thrown by the target method. Add the throwing attribute. You can give it any variable name. I'll use EX. Now, replace the object parameter with exception. Also, make sure the parameter name is exactly the same as the value you used in the throwing attribute. Alright, that's done. Now, let's update the advice method name to make it more meaningful. Also update the log message. Finally, let's print the exception. Now, let's start the application. Now, let's look at the console output. Notice the execution order. First, the log from the process payment method is printed. After that, our aspect is triggered. And if you look closely, you'll see that the aspect has also printed the exception along with its stack trace. This confirms that our advice successfully captured the exception object. Now, you can use this exception object however you want. For example, you can log it, send a notification, trigger an alert, or perform any custom error handling based on the exception. That's exactly what it after throwing is designed for. Now, here's a question for you. What do you think will happen if the process payment method returns successfully instead of throwing an exception? Will the after throwing advice still be executed? Pause the video for a moment and think about it. Or even better, try it yourself. Remove the exception, return a successful response, run the application, and observe the output. Now, look at my screen. In this example, I'm using the exception class to capture the thrown exception. But you're not limited to using exception. You can also use a specific exception type, such as runtime exception, I/O exception, or even your own custom exception. Here's the important part. The after throwing advice will be triggered only if the thrown exception matches the type of the parameter you've declared. For example, if your advice method accepts my custom exception, then it will be executed only when the target method throws my custom exception. If a different exception is thrown, this advice won't be triggered. So, choose the exception type based on your requirement. Alright, now I'm going to make a small change. Instead of using exception, I'll change the advice method parameter to I/O exception. Now, notice something else. The process payment method is still throwing a runtime exception, not an I/O exception. So, what do you think will happen? Will our after throwing advice still be triggered? Let's not guess. Let's start the application. Hit the API. Now, let's look at the console output. Notice what happened. This time, you can see only the log from the process payment method. There's no log from our aspect. Why? Because our advice is expecting an I/O exception. But the process payment method is throwing a runtime exception. Since the exception types don't match, Spring doesn't execute the after throwing advice. That's why you don't see any aspect log in the console. Alright, let's make one more change. This time, I'll replace the runtime exception with an I/O exception inside the process payment method. Now both the thrown exception and the advice parameter are of the same type. One more thing. Since I/O exception is a checked exception, I'll handle it in the controller. I'll simply catch the exception and ignore it for this demo. Now, let's run the application. Alright, now let's hit the API again. Now, let's look at the console output. Notice the execution order. First, the log from the process payment method is printed. Right after that, you can see the log from our aspect. Why did it work this time? Because the process payment method is now throwing an I/O exception, and our after throwing advice is also expecting an I/O exception. Since the exception types match, Spring successfully executes the advice. This confirms that after throwing is triggered only when the thrown exception matches the exception type declared in the advice method. And that's it for this video. I hope you now have a clear understanding of how after throwing works and how to capture exceptions inside your aspect. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.